Now back to McGraw in the Morning on the Big 550 KTRS. This hour is presented by Collier and Thompson Kitchen and Bath. Visit them today at collierandthompson.com.
It's 8:22. Time to check in with David Blaustein for a dinner and a movie. He is ABC entertainment editor and pretty much in a bad mood, David. So we'll try and be nice to you this morning.
Why do you think I'm in a bad mood?
Well, because you've heard the news that Johan Santana is going to be paid $26 million by your New York Mets and not pitch one inning this year.
I think that was a weird Passover gift to the Wilpons, who are Jewish. I don't think he understands what Passover means. It's not Passover an entire season. It's being a Mets fan. You know what that's like. It just means that Zach Wheeler will probably not come up any earlier because they do not want to. They want to push off arbitration for an extra year. So we're probably not going to see Zach Wheeler anytime soon, which is a shame because this kid Zach Wheeler, I think he's the real deal. And as Met fans, we can sit back and reflect on Generation K and remember what a disaster that is. Something different about Zach Wheeler and Matt Harvey. And Zach Wheeler is going to be a special ball player for the Mets. And look, with or without Johan Santana, this season was kind of a wash. And, I have been pretty adamant that I will not pay for Mets tickets right now, but I will gladly accept free Mets tickets this season because I feel like this season you're getting in on the ground floor kind of. I think that this is the base. These are the building blocks. And, maybe I sound like an optimistic Mets fan. I am, but I didn't feel that way last year. I feel like they do have the pieces in place to build upon, especially with a promising young pitching staff. Oh, are we supposed to review movies?
Yes, but the Mets, we'll just end this Mets conversation this way. The Mets, I think, have the teamwork to make the dream work.
Let's go. Let's go, Mets.
Let's go, Mets, go.
Listen. Do it and just bring it home.
All right.
Wait. I want to, for Mets fans out there,
for
St. Louis radio station talking
right.
about the Mets. But a lot of people, even if you're a baseball fan, you remember '86, and we're talking about the famous "Let's Go Mets Go" video. I was actually at the stadium the day they filmed that video when they got the whole crowd to do "Let's Go Mets Go." It was actually a doubleheader, and I think they were playing the Cardinals. Actually, I think it was a doubleheader against the Cardinals, and they did that between games. It was very exciting.
Do you know which St. Louisan is a big fan of this show?
Jack Clark?
His name, yes, Jack Clark. Darryl Strawberry.
Is that true?
Darryl Strawberry lives in St. Louis
and
listens to the show.
Is that true?
Yeah, that is true.
Well, Darryl, in 1987, if you're listening, in 1987, I went down to Atlanta with my dad. You may remember this. It was May, right after you guys won the World Series. You just came off of an exhibition game with the Red Sox. Also, it was one of those weird things. It was an anomaly, and you lost, and then you proceeded to get swept by the Braves. Now, at the time, with Fulton County Stadium, the visiting team had to walk about a block away from the stadium to get to the bus. And I tried to get an autograph from you, Darryl, and you completely dissed me. You broke my heart. I was a 14-year-old boy, and you broke my heart. But I still love you, pal.
Darryl, we have plenty of time to talk about Darryl.
Yes, we do.
All right, let's get to a couple movies. G.I. Joe, starring Bruce Willis. What do we think?
Well, we think that this was a movie that was supposed to come out 10 months ago, and it seems that Paramount looked at what they had and said, maybe not. We need to do something else to make money on this movie. I know, let's process it in real 3D and jack up the ticket prices. And that's exactly what they did. Now, it looks nice in 3D. And this movie, it's not anything special. It's no different than any other summary, blockbustery type action film. There's nothing that's really going to delineate it from those other movies, except for a few scenes. There is this awesome cliffside fight scene amongst ninjas. If you like cliffside fight scenes with ninjas, you're going to love this particular scene. It looks really great. The Rock, I think The Rock is fun to watch. Bruce Willis adds something else. Probably for me, what I really, really love about this film, the best special effect in this film, McGraw, is Adrienne Palicki. Wow. She doesn't need 3D. I mean, you put on 3D glasses and she's in 3D and she's suddenly in 6D. if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, look, this movie is 2.5 out of 5 stars.
She's in like double D is what you're saying.
That's what you said. That's not what I said. I intimated that. You said it.
All right, fair enough. Moving right along, how about a good horror movie called The Host?
Well, this isn't a horror. Well, yeah, you want to know something? It is a horror movie. It's more of a horror show. Stephanie Meyer, the creator of the Twilight series, I guess injects her saccharine imagination into the sci-fi genre, and it is just awful. Wow, what an insult to sci-fi. You know what this is? If Tom Smith from Pensacola, Florida, wrote this story and it was adapted into a screenplay, maybe, just maybe, it would be an after-school special on the Sci-Fi Channel if the Sci-Fi Channel had after-school specials, which it does not. So in other words, this is really, really terrible. And I feel bad for somebody like Saoirse Ronan, who's a promising young actress, and William Hurt and Diane Crew. I do not feel bad for them. They read the script. They knew what they were getting themselves into. Please avoid this movie. It is a slick aesthetic, and it's actually got a really nice score, but as far as I'm concerned, that's no reason to spend anywhere between $8 and $12 to see this trash.
David Blaustein is wound up today. While we still have you, not that I'm a big Lindsay Lohan gossiper, because there's plenty of outlets out there to discuss, but
we love her.
Did she steal something from the anger management set?
That's what they're saying. You know what's so interesting to me is that these stories come out about Lindsay Lohan that just fit into the Lindsay Lohan narrative that may not be true, but yet so believable. Like we heard the first day on the set of Anger Management, she was great. Then the second day, she held the crew hostage. She didn't come out of her trailer. Somebody was apparently thinking of calling the cops to have her escorted off the set. And then now we're hearing, and by the way, that's consistent with past behavior. So if there is somebody with an axe to grind for some reason against Lindsay Lohan or against Anger Management, they could place an anonymous call to E! Online, and then E! Online can report the story that an anonymous source within the set said X and Y and Z. And now we're hearing that she may have stolen some jewelry, which, of course, fits into the Lindsay Lohan narrative because she has been in trouble for stealing jewelry in the past. And so now apparently they're saying that this jewelry these bracelets may have been gifted to her. It's not very clear. What I do know is it's all very stupid.
Yes, it is. I just thought I'd ask.
Thank you.
David Blaustein, have a happy, healthy, safe weekend, and we'll talk to you next Friday.
Merry Easter.
Merry Easter. Happy Passover.
Thank you.
You got it. 8:29, David Blaustein, dinner and a movie every Friday here on the Big 550 KTRS, and we get a little baseball talk in.